Everyone loves to save money.
And we're here to help you play the best games at the lowest possible price. Hi, I'm Marky.
And I'm Freddy, and today we got some great deals for Nintendo Switch, and we have the winner for the giveaway. So stay tuned and let's get started. We will start our deals this week at GameStop, which offers some great deals for physical games. The first one we chose for this week is Super Mario Odyssey for $34.99. If you don't know this game, this is very equivalent to Mario 64 back in the days. It's like an adventure 3D games for Mario. It works for all ages. It's also they added the feature to play as two players. Basically, one player will play as a Mario character, the other one will play as the hat of Mario, which you need to combine together to make certain moves or to pass certain obstacles. It's a very fun game. However, if you need a 2D game, let's say you have a kid who maybe 3D game might be still too much for that kid, you can go with a classic, New Super Mario Brother U Deluxe. This game was originally released on Nintendo Wii U, but then they re-released it on Nintendo Switch. It's a great game. It can also be played multiplayer. Very easy to play, very fun. We all grew up playing it, but now we just have better graphics. The game is also on sale for $33.99. This is for both of these Mario games. This price is very fair for them, and that's why we recommend them.
And GameStop isn't done there. We've actually got a few more staples. One of them being one that I'm pretty sure any generation of this gamer will know at this point, even if you haven't played it. And that's Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And I don't really know what else to say to it except for its great price, which is, of course, $26.99. It's been dancing around these lower ends recently with things like the holidays and Black Friday. So we wanted to shine a special light on it for anybody under a rock who might not be picking up Breath of the Wild yet. This is almost the definitive Switch game to grab. It's now cracked the code on open world gaming, on just allowing you to kind of do what you want, when you want, at whatever pace you want, with true freedom out there. An interesting story to latch on to, a lot of lore to find, and just a lot of things in general to do. It's a great time for any open world enthusiast or for just anybody looking for the next genre-defining experience. But we're going to take that back a little bit, and we got a game that's been dancing really weird between some prices, and that is Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. It's been hanging out at $60, but it's actually down to $13.99, which is one of the lowest that we've seen for this. And like I said, with it being a Mario game, but not being made by Nintendo directly, you're going to see it at $60 when it's not on sale, but then you can see it all the way down to $13.99 within a week. And so, since it keeps going up and down, it's quite a roller coaster of price changes. We want to make sure you catch it on its lowest. Mario and Rabbids, while it obviously has the Mario aesthetic and obviously the silliness of the Rabbids, from personal experience, the game's actually pretty hard. It is a top-down strategic game, something similar to something like an XCOM, believe it or not. But there's a lot of strategy involved and a lot of different powers and terrain bonuses to keep an eye out on. And it's a lot of fun, I will say this, but I just wanted to stress that for any kids who might not be really into a lot of that strategic planning or even things like stats, they might get lost in the shuffle here. So, but anybody who's interested in anything like this, I would definitely recommend giving it a shot. I'm just going to stress that it does get harder pretty fast in the game, but if you're paying attention to the skills and the tutorials, I think you can come out on top and probably pull out a lot better than I did for sure.
Thank you, Marky. I agree with you. Ubisoft games are always fluctuate, but it seems to me like $15 or less is the sweet spot for Ubisoft, and including Mario Rabbids that you mentioned. We've seen this in other games like Far Cry and others, and that's why we always recommend waiting before you throw that $60. Anyway, moving on, if you've been watching our channel, you know that we recommend using GameStop membership because it gives you $5 certificate or $5 coupon that you can use on any game from GameStop, including digital games. However, if you've been following the news, GameStop made changes early this month that they said it doesn't make sense for a business perspective that you pay $15 for a membership and then you get what's equivalent to $5 a month for a year, which equivalent to $60. A lot of people were using this on digital currency, for example, $5 Switch eShop credits that you can use to buy any digital games. A lot of complaints came when GameStop stopped this use of certificate, but then they backed it up and they said for this month they're gonna re-allow it, but they're figuring a new structure for the business to make sense and for the customer to be still happy to use the certificate. I'm generally like, I really like it. I get $5 on any game, and you can apply it on top of the sale price. For example, $13.99. You subtract 5 from it, and that will make the deal even better. I don't know, Marky, what do you think?
Well, it's good that they are allowing, some wiggle room while they try and figure this out. But I did want to stress, at the very least, if it winds up where they where they discourage the use of it on online currency, of course, like they will most likely tell you, you can get it on physical games and stuff like that as well, that you're able to use it on. And in order to maximize that, maybe you can stay tuned with us, because we're gonna make sure we keep you tuned in to all the physical game sales that are going to be happening at GameStop. So when you come into any of these, whatever price you see on our board here that we'll put up, you can get it for $5 cheaper if you're just looking for something to use your coupon on.
This is the time for our mid, and we want to thank you guys for helping us grow our channel. As always, we are trying to build a community of gamers who are like us, who wants to play a lot of good games but don't want to break the bank.
Yeah, and in case you guys haven't been seeing that little counter with us, because we certainly have, we recently hit the milestone of 200 subscribers, and we are now ready to announce our giveaway winner for the $10 eShop card. We did want to thank you guys for all your continued support as we've been making our community grow, and we're only going to be going upwards and onwards from here. And we took a look at everybody who's been throwing comments, those likes, any kind of the engagement on Twitter and all of our other media channels. We're keeping an eye on those so that we can gather up our entries and pick a winner. And thankfully we have one here. So without further ado, the winner of the $10 eShop card is Quentin Dude. We're going to throw his name right down there on the screen. Quentin, congratulations. Feel free to get in contact with us, either through Twitter or YouTube direct message, whatever you guys need. A Twitter direct message would work as well, so we can get you that code as soon as possible so you can get some games. And of course, for anybody who didn't, there is always next time. We are inching closer to our next milestone, which will be 300 subscribers. We're not sure what exactly giveaway we'll be doing then. We just wanted to make sure we're going to be celebrating these milestones with you guys every step of the way, so that you, like us, will be watching our community grow and our channel get that much bigger.
Speaking about supporting our channel, I'm gonna throw a couple links for Amazon. These are paid links for calendars. They're Mario calendars, Pokemon calendars. They are on sale. I bought them myself. They're really good. And if you decide to buy something like that, if you use the link that I'm providing in the description, it will help our channel get a little commission. So to help us maybe buy more equipment to upgrade our channel.
And our other set of deals are hanging out over at Amazon. There's currently a eShop sale going on where you can get a lot of the stuff up to 50% off. And of course, some of these games, they do have, we have a link in the description. These are affiliated links, so if you want to help support our channel, you are free to go like that, the Amazon route. But we did want to let you know, just in case, if you didn't want to go that route, these are available, of course, on the eShop themselves, GameStop, and of course, Target. But the first one I wanted to mention was Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition. Sorry, I was losing track of the ones. Special Edition of Devil May Cry 3, a PS2 game, but do not take it as something other than that. If you know anything about Devil May Cry, over the top, crazy action, and it's all about that sweet combo multiplier to get to that triple S ranking. It's actually the best one in the series, in my opinion. I would say if you're keeping an eye on the chronological order, you don't necessarily need to mess with 1 and 2. It's up to you. I'd say Devil May Cry 3 is the cleanest playing of those 3 for sure. And it's actually really nice to see these available individually on the Switch, including all the little upgrades and stuff that has happened to the game over the course of its launch from the PS2. Get access to that, and heck, it can keep you up to date on Devil May Cry 5 if you ever jump on it on another system. And another one that we wanted to mention was a little bit in the different direction. It's an RPG, but not any RPG. South Park: The Stick of Truth. It's the only one I played out of the others, and anyone who knows South Park knows that I probably can't get into it too much about what exactly is in it. I will just say it is a South Park game through and through. But it's actually kind of an interesting RPG, just taking what you know about South Park and putting it into the context of an RPG. is actually a lot of fun and somewhat strategic as well, where you can just have a lot of enjoyment with what you use against your enemies and what you get to experience in the story. It's all the way down to $7.99 or $7.49. I'm sorry, a whole 50 cents. That's going to be very important. And this is hanging out over at the eShop and definitely worth checking out. Well, those aren't all the games though, and well, who knows more about the other games than Freddy over here? So I'm going to let him take it away.
Thank you, Marky. We got two more games that are worth mentioning for this Nintendo sale on digital games. The first one I'm mentioning is Burnout Paradise Remastered for $8.99. This is a classic game that was released back in the PS3 era, and this is a game where it emphasizes crashes. You need to make big collisions. It will have great cinematics for those. So if you're looking at a disastrous racing game, definitely this is the one to go, and it's definitely at the lowest price we have seen for this game on Nintendo Switch. It's not as good as graphic wise as like we have seen on PS4 or Xbox, but still the game runs very fast, very smooth, very good overall for a Nintendo Switch game, and I highly recommend it. If you don't want racing, we got another game for you. It's a platform 2D, a famous one that was originally made for Xbox, but now we're seeing it on Nintendo Switch, and it kind of makes sense because Nintendo Switch is very famous about platformer type of games. And the game we're mentioning is Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition for $10. This sale ends on January 17. These games, again, these are digital, not physical. I'm including the link in the description if you want to buy them. Buy the code to download and have it ready. It's from Amazon. It's paid link. Also will support our channel, by the way. But this game is great. It's 2D, but don't let this discourage you. The graphics for this are stunning. It has a lot of puzzles and make your brain think, going back and forth to try to solve and need what need to be done in this game. A great concept. And it has many versions too. All of them are at $10. Thank you guys for watching our video, and congratulations again to the giveaway winner. And make sure you keep in touch with us on Twitter. And by the way, if you got other consoles, Xbox, PS4, PS5, make sure to check the playlist to check the latest deals that we chose.
And of course, we don't have too many games this time. As it's post-holidays, a lot of the sales kind of start weathering away, but we want to make sure you stay tuned on each of our sales as they go live, because we're not only going to be posting these up on our weekly videos, we are going to be putting up on our YouTube shorts for any of our subscribers to follow as well, so that as things become available, if things are very low time window or a day long or something like that, you can get on it, so you can jump on it as soon as possible. But of course, any feedback is always greatly appreciated in those comments down below, so anything you guys want to let us know, feel free to shout them out. We're always paying attention down there.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you soon.
See you real soon.